Good morning, Last City. Stanley here with you, and we have another week here in the city of bugs, shattered aspirations, and loot. Every new week here means hundreds of hours to grind, but you'll be lucky if half that gear makes it into the meta, let alone survives it. Now on to the reset. Today we enter Season of the Seraph's second half. With it, all the pinnacles Guardians are addicted to, like Fallen and Ether, reset, but with a slight change. Grandmasters, the bane of the PvE impaired, returns with an adjusted power level. Unlike previous iterations, GMs will cap Guardians at 1595, with enemy combatant levels also reduced by 10 to maintain the usual 25 power difference. And said GM slot this week is the Insight Terminus. Voidburn is active, and it's a Cabal and Vex firefight the entire way through this Nightfall. Scion snipers and grenades will leave Guardians on Wipe Screen's door. Unstoppable anti-barrier champs await Guardians intent on claiming Adept Mindbender's ambition. Should aggressive frames ever return to the Crucible meta, Mindbenders is worth the grind. Whether the pain of GMs is worth it to the PvPers is up to them. Less painful, though sadly less relevant, is Garden's rotation back into the Pinnacle slot. Sacred Providence fell from grace, Prophet of Doom dropped out of the meta, Fatebringer replaced Ancient Gossip, Accrued Redemption lost its spot to Exotic Bows, Zealot's Reward took the rapid charging fusion nerf to the face, Reckless Oracle is actually still strong, and Omniscient Eye exists as the piece of loot no one wants at the end of the raid. For fire teams with that one Guardian, whose DPS is better left unsaid, complete the divinity puzzles so they can stop being deficits. Also on the moon this week is the Pit of Hershey Kiss's Pinnacle. Sure, the weapons and armor are ugly and generally useless, but it's a fun dungeon to run in solo. Try not to get lost in the maze before the final boss. Meanwhile, over in Kingsfall, where Guardians continue to blast Oryx's Chussy, the Gaze Amaze challenge is up. Essentially, the gaze holder must be in the splooge pool when swapping gazes to earn the fire team double loot. At the Ogre encounter? I forget its name, man. You'd think after doing this raid for all these years, I would know his name. But you'd be wrong. With the Vanguard updates covered, it's on to the long-neglected Crucible side of things, where mayhem is back. You should already be throwing grenades as I say this. Unless they're suppressor nades. Don't be that Guardian, or the tethery one. Please don't give in to your base nature, hunters. Only you can stop tether spam. Now, normally, this is the part of Tower News where we check in at the tower. However, we don't want our God King Bungie to randomly smite our tower correspondent when he logs out for the day. So until the character deletion bug is fixed, I'll just have to tell you Banshee's weapons probably aren't worth it. Craft the Taipan already, and no, the tower still isn't fixed. Which will happen first? The tower is repaired or the Crucible is fixed? Leave a like for tower and comment for Crucible. With that said, that's all for us today at Tower News. Thank you all for watching and have an amazing week.